welcome back to another episode of the Accommodation Show. This week I'm changing things up a little bit because I want to talk to you about the next challenge which we're about to launch. The challenge is all about revenue management, and revenue management is one of the cornerstones of an effective short-term rental business, accommodation business. Doesn't matter if you're a hotel, a bed and breakfast, a campsite, you want to make sure that you are pricing correctly. Now, why is pricing so important? You want to make sure that you're filling your beds, but also you want to make sure that you're filling those beds for the maximum possible price, and also to reduce your cost as much as possible. I can give you a few examples of this. Let's say somebody books for Christmas. You want to make sure that the price is as high as you possibly can. So you need to have a bit of foresight and think, well, in peak season, I want to make sure that my prices are as high as possible. But not only price, we also want to think about things like length of stay. So we might want someone to stay for, let's say, 4 nights minimum, 5 nights minimum, maybe a week minimum. But what happens if we set the price or the length of stay at 7 nights minimum, but nobody books? What do we need to do? Do we need to reduce the price? Or do we need to do more marketing? Or do we need to reduce the length of stay? And now it might be a combination of all of these things. We want to make sure that we're thinking about this in advance. So we've got some great pricing strategies. We also want to think about our competitors. What are our competitors pricing? We will also want to think about what demand is doing. So for example, right now in your area, demand might be low, inflation might be high, the cost of living, which everyone's been talking about, has been going up, and you want to make sure that you take all of these things into account so that then you have a strategy which is going to work for your property or your property portfolio. That's why I'm super excited about this challenge. This time around, we're going to be doing a revenue management challenge. 5 days is what it will take for you to join us. Each day in the morning, we're going to do a video. The video will be between 5 and 10 minutes long. And that's going to be Richie hosting that. They've put some really great concepts and ideas together that you'll be able to follow. You'll get a worksheet, and then you'll be expected to spend anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour working on your own property. In the evening or at lunchtime, depending on where you are, we will do a live session. In that live session, you'll have myself and you'll have Richie, and we'll be talking about the concepts that were covered in the morning's sessions. We're going to cover all sorts of topics over the 5 days and give you the basic principles which will empower you to drive more profitability, drive more bookings. I'm very excited about this event. Now, a few things. If you are watching this before the event, then make sure that you click on the links below and that you join up. If you're watching this in the future and you haven't been able to catch the live sessions or the live... If you're watching this past the event, then don't worry. There is a way for you to access the content through the Accommodation Professionals Network, and that will be in the links below. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel so that more people can benefit from all the work that we're doing. Have a really good day, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the Accommodation Show. Take care.